I don't know, man. One of the things that I did was I wasn't much more focused on earning the money. My parents are very much like understanding, and actually they were paying most of the interest. I think they were paying half the interest till now. I hadn't sent much money home. Because that's how my life was. I didn't earn much, I didn't spend much. I had like a few savings for tuition fees, and that's it.
Hello everyone, this is Neeraj from Sydney and you're listening to Sydney Reflect, the one and only podcast from Sydney where you can learn and listen to the experience of international student living in Sydney. During my childhood, I used to believe that student life is just about reading books, getting a good marks and getting good marks in the certificates, and after finishing school lives, just getting a good jobs based on that mark set. But when I came here in Australia, student life is just not about that. It's about going outside the classroom and exploring the life beyond the classroom. And today's guest is someone who is the perfect example of that. And I'm sure you will learn so much from his experience in Sydney. So let me introduce him. He was the finalist of Big Idea Competition 2019 and Interchange 2019. And he was also the social champ of CQUniversity Sydney from Social Innovation. He is a blogger as well, and you can follow him on his YouTube channel. And he is none other than my friend Bikesh Lal Shrestha. Hello Bikesh, how are you?
Good, man. Thank you for such a great intro, man.
That is what you are, I guess.
Yeah, those are some of the things that I've done in the past 2 years. It has been a roller coaster, but most of the parts were good. So yeah, those are some of the achievements that I had in 2019 for sure.
So I feel so grateful that you are here now, and I want to start the conversations from your recent experience in Big Idea competitions. So can you reflect like some of your key learnings from that Big Idea competition?
Big Idea competition, it actually started with you. So basically what I did, it started with you, me and Roger. That's how it started. You know?
Yeah.
That's you had done like half of the work for me to participate in 2019. What I just did was I took the same idea, just made a better business model out of it. That's what we were lacking the last time. That's what I think. So I just tried to input the business ideas, tried to make it a better business. Of course, I had to like prepare a lot for that for sure, because I had to do a lot of research after that. Like I had to fix everything. Who am I connecting with? Who are my partners? Where is my office? How much is it gonna cost? I had to plan like all of those things. But yeah, it was the same idea to help the disengaged youth through a business model, and my business model was to use photography as a vehicle to earn the revenue. So that was my basic idea, because social enterprises are easy to form, although they seem complicated. According to my understanding, a social enterprise is something where you can run any business. You know, you can have any skill, any talent. You can run any business. It's just that the profit coming from that is going for a social cause. That's a social enterprise. That's simple as that. So you know, whatever you can do, just do earn some money and make it like a business. You know, so that the social cause keeps on, or in basic terms, social impact doing whatever organizations are there. They don't have to like depend upon donations because they have their own business, they have their own source of revenue. You know, that's simple as that.
Yeah, I like the idea of that social enterprise as well.
That's what I did, and somehow, I reached the finals. I'm very proud and happy about that.
I know that you have been taking part in different entrepreneurship workshops and different kind of social innovation workshops, and I'm just interested to know about, what drives you there?
I don't know. It's just that I'm a kind of person who likes to be active. I think it actually came from my dad, because he's that kind of a person. Like even whenever he's like at home, he's always like doing something. You know, he just can't sit in the place and just watch a movie for the whole day. He would be doing something like household work or fixing something or something like that. So maybe that came from him. And I'm also kind of a simple person. I can't just stay at home and do nothing. It drives me crazy. I need to keep on doing something all the time. And maybe that's why I keep on trying to do something. Like, I like to learn new things. And I like to grab whatever opportunities is there and explore, experience everything. So that's what I do. I don't know. I don't have like a drive for a particular thing. It's just I want to learn new skills, do something with life. I just don't want to stay doing nothing.
That's good. You almost finished your study, right?
Yeah, I actually finished my study last term.
And tell me about one of the wonderful experience of your university that changed your life.
That's obviously being a change champ, because as far as I know, basically I came here, I was here for like 4 months or something like that, and I would have taken like a different path and have become someone else, but since there was this opportunity to become a change champ, that's something that changed my life completely. Like I would, like, as I think of it, like 1.5 years from I would have become someone completely different. I wouldn't be the same. I wouldn't be this guy who I am right now. So yeah, that is one of the turning point in my life and in my university.
Yeah, I also feel like before joining CQUniversity, I didn't know about social innovation. What was the social innovation?
Exactly.
So
when I was selected for the change champion role, I did not know what social innovation was. It's just that I have done some social work and I'm interested in that field. That was my key point to get that job somehow, because I did not know what social innovation was, because it is a very vast topic. It's not easy to understand. It's only after being a change champ for a year or so I actually understood what social innovation is like. So yeah, because of that, I did not know what that was, but I got the job.
as a CQUniversity student, what is the one thing that you think that your university need to focus in coming days?
Well, as a university or as a Sydney campus?
As a Sydney campus.
For the Sydney campus, what I would say, it's a different campus than any other campuses, because most of the students are international students, especially from South Asia. So their needs and their like routine is completely different. So if somehow university is able to help them with that, that would be great. Like one thing that I'd like to see change would be how the scholarships are provided.
Okay.
Like you only get it at the beginning. You don't get it based on how you perform in your class.
Yeah, I also feel that.
Every term. So I think if they introduce that, more students will be interested in studying to get their scholarships. That would be something that I'd like to see change. And so that, the thing with this campus is that the campus is actually willing to pay for everything. Like our ABC Shihan, he's a great guy. Like he was the one who bought the guitars for my challenges. So he's ready to spend some money, go there with some idea, do something. That's what he's wanting. But students are just too busy with their lives that they are not able to do that. Yeah, that is something about the Sydney campus that's going wrong with that. I don't know. I don't have a solution for that, but maybe we could do something about that together. That's what I think.
So now let's talk about Sydney then. Tell me about your first day in Sydney. How was that?
I landed in Sydney, so basically I want to go a bit of the story before that, before I come here. So I got my visa and I booked my ticket, but I don't know where I was going to stay after coming to Australia. So that is the condition I was in. Like, I had no one here, but I was ready to come here and like sleep with like a train station or a beach. I didn't care, about where I was going to go and stay. But somehow I looked through the Facebook and I found one of my school friends. His name is Dhruv. I hadn't talked to him like for more than 10 years, but he was my favorite friend. We had a chat and he said like, yeah, I have a place for you to like stay there for a few days. And that's how I landed in Australia, and he was there to pick me up. So it was much easier to get to his home. And the first day was the next day. I reached here like at night. We just went there, had a little bit of chat, and we slept. I woke up in the morning in his house, and like there was no one in the house. And I was like, what shall I do? What to do? But somehow I made myself comfortable. I had whatever there was. I ate something. And actually I went out on myself. Somehow I knew how to use Google Maps, and someone had told me that you just need an Opel car to travel. So I just got an Opel car, used the Google Map, and went to visit friends on my own. That's how the first day was, I guess. Yeah.
Wow. But in my first day was like I already informed my friends, and he come and pick me, so it was kind of easy for me.
Yeah, that's what my life was like. He came, he picked me up, he put me at home, but next morning there was no one.
No one, yeah.
And I was like, so what shall I do? Shall I get the food? Shall I go out? What shall I do? What shall I sleep?
Yeah, so the first day I went to the library, so there was no one in the home, and I saw where is the library, and I went to the library.
Okay, you're that kind of guy. Alright, that's nice.
Okay, and was there anything that surprised you in the beginning in Sydney?
I was quite comfortable with Sydney life. There wasn't much of a shock or Yeah, the town hall station.
Town hall station.
Because I was working as a hydropower engineer and I was designing the structures and everything. And when I came in and looked at the town hall station, like that was the first station I went to because of my friend workplace of uni, something like that was there. That's how I went there. And when I saw like there were trains about trains, and I was like, well, how the fuck? How do you build that big structure? How big should be a foundation for that? That's what I was thinking. Like there was an amazing thing that I said. That was the first things that amazed me when I was here in Sydney at the first.
So it's almost 2 years in Sydney.
Yeah, man.
So how do you find Sydney life then and now? I'm like, because 2 years and now?
It's different, man. It's unique, actually. The way I was, who I was when I came in Sydney in February of 2018, and now it's almost February 2020.
Mm-hmm.
I have changed like a lot. Like as a human being, I'm humble and wise. I'm the same kind of person like before. Mm-hmm. But the things that I've done, or the feeling of that hard working that has developed in me, it has changed me completely. I'm not complaining about this, but as I think of now, as if I was back in Nepal right now, in this time, what I would be doing an engineering job, 9 to 5 somewhere, and I would have maybe raised of a salary. I would have had a good salary, and but 9 to 5 job, Monday to Saturday. I don't think I would have done much with my life if I was there. But coming here in 2 years, man, I've traveled more than ever in my life in these 2 years.
Yeah, I can see on your Instagram story.
Exactly. And I'm like vlogging, I've been learning new skills. I'm actually learning skateboarding these days. I bought a new smaller skateboard, and whenever I'm not taking my bicycle, I take that and try to practice it on the road. So I'm practicing that right now. So I've been learning new skills. I have explored so much. I have had so much of opportunities from the uni to everything. Yeah, I think I have become a different man kind of now. Much more hardworking, much more achievement, something to talk about. Okay, I've done this, something like I've been through hard days. I have been through I can actually talk to my parents and say that I know what hard days are, what working hard is, now. That's what they always used to say when they were a child. You don't know what hard work is, you don't know how hard it is to earn money and those kind of stuff. It makes sense now.
Tell me about the most challenging, the part of your life in Sydney as an international student.
It would be like the first 3-4 months of my life, but it wasn't that hard. Somehow, right now, I don't have that kind of motivation that I used to have back then. When I came first in Sydney, Australia, I was ready to do anything, go through anything. I used to travel for 1.5 hours, like once a week or something like that, just to earn $50 because you would buy me my groceries. Yeah. Those were very hard days, and I had to study at the same time. There were no jobs, proper jobs. And as I think of it now, the thing is that I did not have any idea how things work because you were new here. Yeah. But as the time passes on, you learn that actually. So even if you're uncomfortable right now being a new student, it's alright because as the life goes on, you go through different experiences, you know a lot of things, and you get used to it. That's how it works, You can't just know about everything and be used to overnight. It takes time.
Yeah, it takes time.
That's alright. And those whole months were the very hard times. And I used to live in a place that wasn't much of motivating to myself. They were really demotivating and depressing. That's why I used to change my places. I changed about 4 places during this time. And somehow I enjoyed it in the beginning. But right now, it's more of I've become kind of lazy. I feel like that. But yeah, those were the very hard days. And during those times, whatever happened, I think those were most of because after that, I somehow got used to it. I had better opportunities, as I said, because of the change champion job. And that's how it went on.
So you were change champion in CQUniversity, and I think you were also doing some part-time jobs. And as an international student, we have to attend classes, we have to do our assignment. So how did you manage time on Thursday?
I don't know, man. One of the things that I did was I wasn't much more focused on earning the money. My parents are very much understanding, and actually they were paying most of the interest. I think they were paying half the interest till now. I hadn't sent much money home. That's how my life was. I didn't earn much, I didn't spend much. I had a few savings for the tuition fees, and that's it. And rest of my time was done whatever I wanted to do. Go out, vlogs, travel, make friends. That's how it was.
So it wasn't you'll do some list and make a list. I'll do this in the coming days.
that used to be there. That part was there. Like I like to have a routine. You know, like whenever I feel like I'm out of routine, like it makes me frustrated. So somehow I write things down. Okay, these are the things I need to do. These are the times I have. I will do this in this time, and it works actually. When you should try that, you know. Like,
I tried as well.
Too much messed up. You should try that.
I tried that and it really works. I feel like that.
So I used to have that routine, especially when I was working at Change App. I used to have a lot of things to do. Like I used to have a lot of meetings, and I used to be busy for the 2 days of the week so much. But I somehow love that, you know, being busy, going to the meetings, talking to people, and everything.
Tell me about one thing that makes you happy living in Sydney.
This is the cultural diversity I have got to experience. Like I'm just looking at it like back, and I have friends whose age range from like 17 to 67, and they are from more than 30 nationalities.
Oh wow!
So it's like so much of culture. I used to think, what would foreign people be like back in Nepal? And coming here, I have been able to explore that. And yeah, that is one of the best things that I love about Sydney, about Australia itself.
When did you feel unhappy in the Sydney in the last time?
I have had bad days, man. I had bad days. One of the things is depression. It wasn't a long one. It was just for like 2 months or so. But that was a very dark days of my life. You know, I wouldn't pick up anyone's call. I wouldn't talk to anyone. I was all by myself in my own dark room. And you know, it was so much deeper. I knew that I had to change it. I knew one of the things that I had to do, but somehow I wasn't able to do that. You know, that was a kind of a mental situation. My mental health was bad or something like that. I was unstable that time. Bad thing. Maybe it's because of that I didn't have much of work, so I had like a whole vacation. I was all by myself. Maybe that's how it started. Whatever happened, but those 2 months were very bad days, I'd say, and that's one of the bad thing about being on your easy. So you can't get together or whatever it is. Yeah, those are some of the bad. That must have been one of the bad things about being in a city like Sydney. But I'm not sure it's because of the city itself. It's more of like because of me myself. Maybe again, positive and the negative points. There are both.
Yeah. What is the last thing you regret doing in Sydney?
I don't know, man. It's not like a regret, but it's like it was a stupid thing that I did. Well, I feel like it's not a regret, but it's something I shouldn't have done that. And that was when I got my job in Oakley's, and I was at my friend's house for a party. I was like fun out during that night, but somehow I had that energy to ride my bicycle home from a place called, I don't know, somewhere in North Ryde to Alexandria and Mohammed. It was like 1.5 hours by bicycle. And so I did that in the fucked up situation. You should never do that. That's something that was a stupid thing. That's not. I had an accident. It was a bad accident. I had bruises all over my body. I still have like a kind of muscular lump in my belly because of an accident or something like that. So I was lucky that nothing bad happened to me. But yeah, you shouldn't be doing that. That's something. Yeah, I do regret doing that.
Okay. And so have you ever been in trouble in Sydney?
Much in trouble in Sydney. I don't know.
Because you go to lots of places, you ride bicycles and
I don't remember. No, I don't have much of it. Maybe I haven't cared about them, or I don't remember them anymore or something. But I haven't had that like arrest or I haven't had that much in my. No, maybe I didn't meet that kind of people. I played it safe, you know, whatever. I had that experience.
So now let us talk about your internship. Tell me about how helpful was your internship.
My internship was a bad experience, bro.
What's that?
Internships aren't bad as a whole. It's just that my internship was bad. There are internships that have helped people a lot. My internship was a bad experience because I was placed in a place where no interest in, and either there was a work environment that I like to use to work in, and there wasn't proper guidance to me or something like that. But I didn't enjoy. I enjoyed the first few weeks because I had that urge to learn things and do things, but there wasn't much to learn to do, you know, like I thought I was wasting my time there somehow, and that made me mad. So I actually didn't, I actually took a break of 1 week during the internship, and I was supposed to do another 1 week after the internship ends, but I didn't do that. I just talked to them, and I was like, no, I would utilize my time doing something better. I didn't want to stay here, and I left.
Ah.
So, I don't know. I learned a few things like how to fix a door or something like that, but it wasn't the kind of experience I was trying to have from that place. I thought internship would be more of like something that would help me with my career pathways I want, or something that I am interested in. That was kind of a bad experience because I knew what I wanted. I didn't get that. That's why,
So then, what is the one thing that you wish you could have known before starting your internship then?
How the hotel business works was the. As I said, I was in the mood to learn anything. I was in the mood to learn anything new, but somehow that place wasn't my kind of work.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, like I talked to two of my friends who did internship, and one said he was placed in a very good environment and very good workplace, and one said it wasn't good for him. So
exactly, that's like a gambling. You take a risk. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but it's great. I don't have complaints, man. I don't have complaints. I don't have regrets of doing that internship. It's just that it was
experience. Yeah. So, what is the one key lessons that you have learned in Sydney?
There are plenty of opportunities for hardworking people. If you are a hardworking people and want to do something with your life, if you want to have something, I think there are plenty of opportunities. It's just up on you to grab them.
Yeah, that's good. So, and this is the last question. And after that, we'll go for the final rapid fire round. So the last question is like, what was the purpose to come in Sydney, and how much have you fulfilled it?
I didn't have I would do this or do that. I knew that the life is going to be hard, tough. I wasn't mentally prepared for that, and I didn't have these goals. Just happened. It came along, had the opportunities, and that's how. When I came in here, it was so it started with my ex-girlfriend, but somehow we broke up in between, and I just came alone, and I somehow loved the freedom. I somehow loved this workplace. It just went. I had no plans in my mind. I will come to Sydney, do this, do that. I will earn lots of money. I will do this.
Basically, most of my friends say I have these goals.
No, I didn't have that. I was like, I just want to go out, explore, see what it's like. Because I had this experience. I grew up in a small town called Hetaura, although my house, main house, was in part in Kathmandu. So I grew up there till class 12, and after that, I went to Kathmandu for a year. Somehow, I felt that being in a bigger town or a bigger city provides you with better opportunity. You can explore more. You know about things more just by being there. There are more people, there are more knowledge, more information. So somehow I always thought that maybe I should go to foreign to learn more, to explore more, because our country is a smaller one. I'm not complaining about this, but that's just me. I want to explore more. I want to know more, and that's how or why I came to Australia.
Yeah, I think traveling is something that helps you to learn. So I think people should travel.
Of course, you should travel more. You learn a lot of things when you travel more. You meet new people, you learn new cultures, you have better experiences. And that's what I wanted to do, and that's how I ended up in Australia. But I always had this thing in my mind that I would be someone not successful, I don't know if successful is the word for that. I just want to be happy, let's say.
Yeah.
And also like to do good things.
Perfect. So let's move to the final rapid fire round. So I'll ask the questions and just you can give answer in one word or one sentence, whatever is easy for you. So the first question is, what is the one thing that you want to gain by living in Sydney?
I don't know, man. That's a very hard one. What is one thing that I want to do in Sydney? This is a rapid fire round. Maybe that is something I want to do.
Okay. So the second question, what was the last place you visited?
Melbourne.
Oh, Melbourne. Okay. I have never visited Melbourne. I had
competition.
Okay. When was the last time you had a conversation with family and what was it about?
I actually had it this morning with my dad and mom, and we talked about our not something else I forgot now, but yeah, I just talked to them this morning.
Oh. And the fourth question is, what was the last things you were worried about in Sydney?
worry about a lot of things, but I overthink a lot sometimes. I overthink a lot sometimes. The things that I usually got worried about, what am I doing right now? You know? Should I be thinking about the PR stuff? Should I go to regional? Or should I try a different country? You know? That was the thing that I was worrying about.
So the 5 questions, and I'm like the last question. Sydney or Kathmandu, where would you choose to live in the next 5 years? Oh.
I would go back to Nepal someday. That's what I have in the back of my mind. But right now, I'm not Kathmandu. The way it is, the very thing I can't stay in Kathmandu is that because of the dust pollution. I'm allergic to dust, and I've always suffered from common pollution. So Sydney is good for me right now.
Sydney is very good in terms of cleanliness and health. Okay. Oh wow, perfect. Thank you, Bikesh. Thank you, Bikesh, for being in our show and sharing your experiences. It was really, really nice talking to you.
Thank you very much for having me, man. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you guys for listening to our show till the end. And hope you have a very great day. Have a happy and healthy life. Keep learning, keep sharing. Thank you guys.